Hi, my name is Owen, and I'm from Portland. So I was about halfway through my sixth grade year, and my friends and I were a very routine group of people. Every morning before school, we'd go into the new gym and play soccer, and it had been this way for at least a year. In elementary school, I had a really tight knit friend group. We were really close, and this friend group stayed throughout middle school. But when I got to sixth grade, my friend group expanded, but somehow became more exclusive, if that makes sense. So it was around this time, halfway through my sixth grade year, when a new kid moved in from all the way across the country. And my first impression of this kid was that he loved soccer. He came to school wearing futsal shoes, a Manchester City jersey, Man City shorts, and socks that looked like they needed shin guards. So as you would expect, he came into the new gym with us and tried to play soccer. So we had teams that were set because we were routine, as I said. So when he asked to join, we set into what had to have been 30 seconds of an awkward silence until I decided to break it myself and said, "You can join my team." And this is when I first formally met him as Jack. Now, we talked for a little bit, exchanged a little bit of sixth grade small talk, but other than that, I didn't get to know him that well. But this is a big moment because this is when I first formally met him, and I didn't know that I would be meeting one of my longtime friends. So I saw him now and again throughout the next few weeks. I saw him in class by himself, desperately searching for a partner during group work until the teacher had to eventually put him into a group with someone else. Or I saw him in the halls, walking by himself, looking down at his shoes with no one talking to him. And it was around this time when I started to feel a connection to Jack. Because I had my friend group, but there were times in my friend group where I was invited to group activities, but it was kind of excluded. Like overall, I felt like my opinion wasn't valued and my voice wasn't really heard. So I connected to him because although I did technically have a friend group, in so many ways the same as him, I felt alone. But the worst part by far was lunch. I would see him grab his lunchbox, look around for someplace to sit, and when nobody gestured to him, he would shuffle over to the corner and sit by himself. And every day, my routine group of friends and I would sit at table 2. I watched him from table 2 for what had to have been 2 weeks, maybe 3, until I finally decided to take it upon myself to go sit with him. So when I sat with him, my first impression of this kid was that he was totally misunderstood by the entire school. He was really funny, really kind, really nice, and believe it or not, pretty outgoing. So we connected right off the bat, and I sat with him for a few days until I finally invited him to come sit with me and my friend group at table 2. And he was reluctant at first, which is understandable because they had been so cold to him, but he eventually agreed with me and came with me to table 2. So as I walked up to table 2 with Jack, I got some dirty looks from my friends because nobody wanted to sit with the new kid. But believe it or not, they had the same impression of him as I did, and they hit it off right away. And here we are, 4 or 5 years later, and Jack is still one of my closest friends, and he's really close with all the people that he met at table 2 as well. So I joined Beyond Differences so that nobody makes the same mistake as I did and lets somebody suffer for weeks on end because they were too nervous to step up. Thank you.